Hello, welcome to my channel, Sane Haven. I'm Ebony and I'm a licensed clinical social worker. I have a private practice that I own and operate, but forget all that. My true passion is teaching women how to get the life they want. And today we're going to talk about why starting over is a blessing and not a curse. Okay, so get it together, babe. You got it. All right, I want to go down a list of why starting over is a blessing and not a curse. Now, I know a lot of people are losing their jobs, going through a divorce, a breakup. This ain't what you dreamed. I'm here to tell you you can go to sleep and dream a new dream, and it'll be wonderful. All right. So, the first pro of starting over is a lot of us, most times, we make commitments, dreams, we do things based upon our beliefs at the time. So if I had a belief that I want to move to North Carolina and get a PhD, and my son is going to go to this school, you see, I'm talking about myself now, right? And I get to North Carolina and I'm like, I don't like the people are okay, but the teachers have their unconscious biases. Um, it's just not what I thought it would be. I have two options. I can cry about it and just stay where I am and blame everybody else. Why aren't my neighbors good? Why are the teachers like this? Why is this? Why is that? Or I can do something different. I can do something different, which I definitely have chosen to do. I'll share with you in future videos where I'm at and, like why my life is like this. So we'll get to know each other, I promise. So, I want to tell you something. We make commitments and we do things based upon our beliefs at the time. So, when you start over, you definitely become the manager of your life. You become the promoter. You get to promote, demote, fire, hire. You get to manage things, people, and places in your life, which is a power. I see so many people give their power to someone else, to their spouse, to their children, to their job. No, baby. You get to decide what and when you want to do it. And if it don't feel good no more, then don't do it, baby. Seriously. Another pro of starting over is you get a new life. You get a new life. How many times have you made a friend, made a commitment to a person, place, or thing, and then after a while, you'd be like, I just don't feel good. I don't believe this anymore. I used to believe that to be happy, I needed to get married, have two kids, get the white picket fence with the house and the mortgage, and have a stable job, right? A job. That's crazy, right? No job is stable. No job is stable. So for you to put your hopes and dreams into a job or a person or a place or a thing, you are bound to be disappointed. And so you need to recognize your true power to be able to change your environment and the things in it with the drop of a dime. What trips a lot of people up is fear. So I counsel a lot of people. I've been doing it since 2011. 2011. I graduated with my master's degree, and I've seen so many people. I've worked in hospice, I've worked as a therapist, group homes. I've done a lot of different things, case manager, right? And what I see from a lot of people is they'll come to me and they say, oh, I don't like this. I don't like the way he treats me. I don't like the way she treats me. I don't like this job, and it's making me anxious. Every time I have to go to this job, I get night sweats and I get upset. And I'm like, okay, so why'd you come to me? You want me to teach you how to thrive in chaos, or you want me to teach you how to do something different? I can't teach you how to thrive in chaos. Some people can. Mm. After a while, I'll just look at you like you don't really want different. So, you know. A third pro is you get to heal yourself. When you take control of your life, and you are able to start over, go against the grain, you heal yourself. Why? Because everything you thought you wanted, everything you thought that would make you happy, it was not true. You know how the old folks say, oh, true happiness lies within you. Don't go looking for love outside yourself. All those things are true. So many people, they get married young, they have kids, and then they get frustrated, sad, depressed, anxious when it's not what they thought they wanted. Okay. So I'm going to teach you how to do something different. Okay. Teach me how to do something different. Number one, you have to evaluate, identify, and define your beliefs. So I'll give you an example. Okay. I'll give you an example because I feel like, it's just a bunch of words if there's no tether to it. Like if I don't know, then how would you know that I know, right? So I'll give you an example. Well, I thought that working really hard at my job and working 45, 50 hours a week, saying yes, ma'am, no, sir, being on my best behavior at work would fly, right? I thought that I truly believed that if I put my son in this cool private school, that it was a good idea. Like, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. And then I realized it's like the veil of ignorance was lifted. Okay. And then I realized like it's not my belief of work hard, play later. You have to grind and hustle to make it. I need to make this amount of money. I need to have this type of status. I need to put, he needs to go to this private school because it's going to set him up. All of those are beliefs. And when I looked at my reality and I said, wait a minute, this is based on my beliefs, not my values. Those are two different things. A belief is something usually that was given to you, unless you check it, unless you've sat there and analyzed it and said, does this feel good to me? Does this feel true to me? Right? It usually comes from someone else. For example, most doctors, most lawyers, the president of the United States. I see so many people living that cookie cutter life. Okay. Those are all beliefs. And then when you get it, you have to decide, is this feeding my soul? Or is there another way? Or was I using this as a band aid? And another thing is, all who wander are not lost. Okay. A lot of us are aware that there is better and we're just searching for it. Okay. And so to do something different, to get the life you want, to start over in peace. All right. Starting over in peace without all this emotional turmoil, you have to look at what you believe. There's this book called The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. I believe everybody should read it. I believe everybody should read it. Go get it. It's on Amazon for like $7, or you can get it on Audible. I get Audible because read to me. Read to me while I do stuff. Okay. But The Four Agreements is life changing. It changed my life, guys. I read it I think like 2 years ago. And it was everything that I wanted to articulate, but I couldn't. I didn't know the words. And so the four agreements are: be impeccable with your word, watch what you're saying against yourself and others, don't take anything personal. What people say and do is really not against you. It's unless you're a piece of crap, but it's usually their projections. Okay. Don't make assumptions. Ask questions. Don't make assumptions. And the last one is What is the last one? Always do your best. As long as you do your best, you can go to sleep at night, okay? And so, what I encourage you to do is to grow your neuroplasticity. What is that? Your mind's ability to adjust, to problem solve, to see a different way, right? I truly suggest that you grow your neuroplasticity. How do you do that? You got to get some new information in your mind. So, understand that the way that you handle stress and problems and perceived challenges is learned. So if I grew up in a household that had a very low, what do you call it, window of tolerance. So if it was strict, if you had to say yes ma'am, no ma'am, if you had to if you grew up with the belief that you got to work hard, you need to go to school every day because you ain't going to be nothing, or you need to look good because who's going to want a overweight woman, or who's going to want you if you don't look good, right? You have to go back to those beliefs. And that's called introjection. It is a defense mechanism called introjection. Introjection is when an authority figure, usually a parent or a teacher or somebody older, tells you something about yourself and you believe it. So if someone says, no one's going to like you, Ebony, because you have locks, men don't like locks. Oh, am I going to believe that or not? Oh, I'll tell you the truth. For a while I did. In my 20s, I've been wanting locks since I was 20s, in my 20s. And I was scared because I'm like, what if I don't get the job? What if I don't get the man? What if I'm not as attractive? And then it took for me to be in my 30s to be like, I don't give a F what you like on my body. I like this. I love this. Now say something. I dare you. Okay? And that is what confronting your beliefs and what's inside of you will do for you. It will give you confidence to not abandon yourself. That's another defense mechanism. How many times do we abandon ourselves to please others or go along? You don't have to do that. Okay. And so you want to grow, you want to go inside. You got to do the work. That's the work. You got to say, hey, what is the belief that is thriving the action, that is thriving the feelings, that is thriving the actions? Okay. So thoughts affect feelings and feelings affect action. So for example, when you're starting over, if you tell yourself, oh my God, I have to start over. I'm almost 40. I'm gonna die. I'm a failure. Life is over. You tell yourself that. How you think you're gonna feel? Like a failure, like your life is over, like God doesn't love you. And that's not true. And if you feel that way, what are you going to do? You're going to cry. You're going to, woe is me. You're going to get depressed. You're going to get sad, all of that. All right. But if you think, I get to start over, I get another chance at this. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, God. I thought that's what I wanted, but okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I get to try something different. If you think that, you will feel hopeful, excited, loved, motivated to do whatever it is. And the action will be a positive one, right? You'll do some research, you'll apply to more jobs, you'll do some more work on yourself, you'll, do the work. Okay. So, my two my advice for you for starting over is take a pause and immediately do some reflection inside. I need you to know that anxiety and depression, yes, they are psychological terms, right? And they are very real, very real. Very. I've experienced it, so you can't tell me it ain't real. But I'm here to tell you that depression and anxiety is your body, your spirit, your soul, your, or some people say your neurological nervous system. Okay, telling you, I don't like this. I don't feel comfortable. I want to do something different. This doesn't feel good. And this is where people come to me at. They come to my office and they come depressed, anxious, sad, right? And then we go back and we look at their life, their people, places, and things, and we see what is not in alignment with your true self. And then once we identify it, it's up to you to do something different, to make a change. That is my goal. That's my role. That's my role. That's my only job as a psychotherapist is you come to me, I listen. I'm very intuitive, so I read between the lines. Um, we identify what's going on. Maybe it's a medical condition, maybe it's a job, maybe it's a spouse. It usually is one of those things, right? Money, financial. And we come up, once we identify it, then we come up with solutions. Okay, what can I do about this to dream my new dream? This ain't working for me no more. And it could be a relocation. It could be, oh, you got to drop that dead weight. This person doesn't mean you any good. They're hurting you all the time. Every week, we talk about this. What you gonna do, right? And so, as a therapist, that's where my end comes and your beginning comes. Oh, that was beautiful. That's where my end comes and your beginning come. I'm just here as an open space. Lay it all out. Let's organize it. And then it's up to you once you see it, what you gonna do about it. Okay. So I just want to let you guys know that the way that you're perceiving life, situations, starting over is a blessing. You get to do it again. There have been a couple times in my life where I've been so thankful to be able to start over. So thankful. And so I'm just here to let you know that it's okay. It really is. So you got to take care of yourself. Bottom line, you got to be okay with you validating yourself, and you got to identify, define, and change what's not working for your life. But the number one thing is you have to address your beliefs. And remember, watch what you say to yourself. It's not, I have to start over. Oh my God, he left me. I got to start over. I'm never going to get married. Oh my God. To I get to start over. Let's see what else is out there. I know better is yet to come. Okay. Right. That's the whole difference. How do you think some people are able to go through very traumatic experiences? I've seen people go through breakups, losing their homes, their children. I've seen people go through changes in life, right? And I've seen them react all different ways. And some of them I've taken notes from, like, oh, you're okay. You're handling this very well. Like, I probably would have broke down by now. And then some people I'm like, you ain't got no tools. Like, it's really all bad. All right. So how can two people go through a traumatic experience and one be um less shaken, less anxious, less depressed? And I'm telling you, it's the mindset, it's what you tell yourself, it's the voice in your head. Okay. And that voice in your head, it usually goes back to childhood or young adulthood, between 13 and 19 years of age, where we are trying to figure out who we are, what do we want to be in life, what we believe. And then we have introjection, the defense mechanism, when an adult or an authority figure is telling us what to believe. And then you get in your 20s and you're still believing what somebody else told you to believe. And then you create a life based on that. And then you get in your late 20s, early 30s, and you be like, I don't want this. And then you come to me and I identify, define, and we do problem solving. But then it's up to you to say, there is something different out there and it's beautiful. Okay. It was so good to be introduced to you all, and I will see you in the future. Make sure you comment down below. Like, how do you handle starting over? Do you view it as a dang, I gotta start over, man? Or is it a good thing in your eyes? Is it a fresh start, a redo? That's what I call it. We get a redo. Give me all the redos you got, God, because I need them, right? So, y'all have a wonderful day. I'm joining you from this sunny place, and I will see you soon. Just remember, to get the life you want, you have to mind the words that you tell yourself, and you got to do the work. Bye, my loves. Talk to you later.